Hello, everyone. So, how does any team become a winning team? Last year, with a lot of hard work, our chapter went from being unranked in our organization to being #1 in the world. Ours is the ultimate in underdog stories.
This year, I'm part of the officer team that will be carrying the torch passed to us by the most distinguished team in the world. So we're trying to live up to that honor and match that accomplishment, but in the process, we feel we've become a little bit like clay pigeons with all of the other chapters aiming at our success as they gun for the #1 title. So what is this organization? We are members of Phi Theta Kappa, an honor society for community colleges. Our organization is designed to provide opportunities for its members to become scholars and leaders, to pursue academic excellence and investigation, and to make a commitment to institutional and community service.
Last year, our chapter, Alpha Rho Mu of Lone Star College Tomball, pursued those opportunities, as did almost 1,300 other chapters worldwide. At the end of the year, we submitted our work to the international headquarters for evaluation. Much to our delight and surprise, we were named the 2015 Most Distinguished Chapter at the Phi Theta Kappa International Convention.
This accomplishment of last year's team has created an additional layer of pressure on this year's team to repeat those successes and possibly even up the ante. But we're not here to talk about getting awards. We're here to talk about the ideas that are behind those awards. We're not here to brag about past success. We're here to share what we've been able to learn from those successes. We've sought to actively identify the elements of what went into making our team so successful last year, so that this year we can grow into the kind of chapter that is worthy of awards, whether we receive them or not.
Before we continue, we would like to remind you that although Phi Theta Kappa is a community college honor society, the lessons these pigeons have learned from us underdogs are transferable to any type of business or organization. Whether you're Apple trying to keep up your hot streak, or the Golden State Warriors trying to win another NBA championship.
As we thought about the challenges of following up a #1 team, we quickly realized that we would neither be able to coast on past accomplishments, nor would we be able to simply do more. The answer lay in acknowledging those individuals who were so important in setting the bar so high. By examining how and why they could serve as models for our continued excellence, we would be able to acknowledge our predecessor's strength, and in so doing, acquire a starting point for continued innovation and improvement that would possibly allow us to exceed their accomplishments. So as we looked back at what the most fundamental elements of our success were, we realized that they lay in our team's diversity, motivation, and willingness to collaborate. But what turned this diverse group of individuals with varying strengths and weaknesses into a team that was more than the sum of its membership? The answer is committed leadership and a uniting cause. For us, that cause lay in our shared commitment to the ideals of Phi Theta Kappa and a determination to do more than just check the boxes. For your organization, your cause could be anything that meets your needs.
So how do the underdogs become a winning team? We began with motivation. For you and your organization, motivation could be anything, from financial gain to altruism. For us, we found a common commitment in the Phi Theta Kappa hallmarks and a desire to commit to meaningful projects that made a difference in the lives of those around us. So we began to investigate needs in our community and find ways that we could meet those needs. For example, when we discovered that almost every one of our members had either directly or indirectly experienced the negative effects of cancer, we found a cause and a need that we wanted to address. One of our chief sources of inspiration for the cancer initiatives was a nephew of one of our members. This 6-year-old boy was fighting a very aggressive form of leukemia called T-all, and we began rallying around him. We spoke with his mother and we asked how we could help meet this family's needs. She told us that one of her greatest desires was to help others the way that her son had been helped. But due to these ongoing chemo treatments, she had neither the time nor the energy. So her request was, could we help her pay it forward? For example, because numerous transfusions of donated blood had saved her son's life, she asked if we could, organize a blood drive. That way others with leukemia could also receive the gift of life. So we did. In addition, her son had also benefited from the latest research funded by an organization called Light the Night. So she asked if we would organize a team and help raise money for this organization. And we did. Also, she told us that there was a need for volunteer donations at a suburban branch of a local children's hospital that she frequented. So we did a fundraiser, and we used that money to make fleece blankets for children that had cancer. We helped to provide warmth and cheer in a very sterile hospital environment. In short, our motivation was to help fight cancer, but also to help the needs, to help a mother who wanted to help others who had cancer. This motivation to find real needs and to meet them in realistic ways enabled us to make a difference, be true to our organization's ideas, and in the process, develop into a strong team. Our common cause gave us the ability to look beyond our differences, embrace our respective strengths, and put our focus on what really motivated us as a team.
Developing an understanding of the mechanisms for galvanizing a team was very important to us. The efforts of Rhiannon's team to improve the lives of those suffering from cancer would be very difficult to duplicate, much less exceed. So as we searched for our own motivations, our academic investigations led us to a new goal. This year, instead of only trying to treat and ease the suffering of cancer patients, we want to do our part to end cancer. We've discovered that Dr. Jim Allison of MD Anderson Cancer Center has developed a treatment that holds the potential for an actual cure, not just a remission. So we've dedicated our ongoing efforts to raising awareness of this treatment within our community. At our invitation, Dr. Allison and Dr. Pam Sharma, one of the leading clinical oncologists who's involved in implementing this research, will be coming out to this campus to present their research and share with us the hope that's available through clinical trials.
As you might have guessed from these examples we've given, that another key to a successful team is collaboration. What we've learned, whether you're the clay pigeon or the underdog, is that you must be able to work together as a team. Therefore, collaboration begins as an inside job. Each person has his or her own strength, and we identified and capitalized on some of these. For example, some of us were good at writing, some of us were good at public speaking, others were really good at inspiring others, and we even had a few that were good at creating unity through diplomacy. But collaboration is more than working together within a team. We realized that by leveraging outside entities, individuals, and organizations, that we could strengthen and maximize our impact. So we went to our campus administration, including our college president and her executive council, and we found out that college completion through harnessing grit was a real need in our college community. After setting the goal to provide the outreach for the maximum number of students, we decided the best way to do this was to tell our personal stories of grit in our college student success course, which is designed for first-time in college students. This goal required extensive collaboration from the chair of that department, various faculty members, and many groups and organizations and departments outside of our own. With collaboration within the team and without, we were able to achieve our goal.
Encouraged by our college president, this year we extended the GRIT initiative out into the community. We have built on the existing relationships we have with the college administration, and we have begun to collaborate with a local residential facility for children in crisis. During the spring, we provided them with a GRIT awareness seminar, and over the summer, we conducted over 9 weeks of content-specific tutoring in subjects ranging from literature to calculus to prepare them academically to participate in college. We also brought them onto campus and had them participate in one of our service projects to prepare them socially. The next step comes in the idea that if you don't enroll in college, you will never graduate. So we're planning a capstone event where we will be helping these children to enroll in classes.
I am an underdog from the team that led its chapter through its best year to date. But I've left this team and I am now enrolled in a 4-year university. Why? Because community colleges are 2-year academic institutions, and students, we graduate and move on. As a result, any student organization at a community college is going to experience a constant turnover in membership from year to year.
I'm a clay pigeon from a team that does not have a single holdover from last year. And yet, we are tasked with turning an amazing year into an amazing record. Faced with that daunting task, we have systematically and deliberately sought to understand what made last year so successful. In doing that, we've acknowledged the strengths of our predecessors, we've unified our team around a shared motivation, and we've collaborated extensively within and outside of our organization. In doing so, we've forged a team that we feel will make our organization very proud, and we hope will leave next year's team with a lot of successes to learn from. There's a quote that was made famous by Sir Isaac Newton that we think perfectly encapsulates the idea of our talk today. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. Thank you.